Hi, and welcome back to my beginner learners. This is part 2 with the be verb. So, in our first video, we talked about how to use the be verb, am, is, and are, and how to use it with the negatives. For example, I am a teacher. I am not a doctor. I am bad at math and science. So I am an English teacher. Today, let's look at how we ask questions with this be verb. There are two types of questions. We will practice writing questions and understand the grammar of how to use them. We know that with this be verb, we use it with a noun and adjective. So the final part of this video, you will listen to my pronunciation of different types of adjectives my students and I are learning in our beginner class. Here we go. So questions. There are two types of questions. When you first see this be verb and a person who and you can either have an adjective or a noun. Let's look at this question. All right. So if I follow this order and I see this be verb first, this is going to be a simple yes and no question. That means in my answer, I only have two options. So if I ask you, be verb, are, the subject, who? Are you adjective? Hungry? Are you hungry? My answer can only be yes or no. Look at another example. Is your son Let's do a noun. At school. Right? A noun is a person, place, or thing. The school is a place. So listen to these questions. Are you hungry? Is your son at school? What do you hear when I ask you these questions? Are you okay? Are you tired? Are you angry? Are you sleepy? Are you at work? These are examples of yes and no questions. Right? And the thing is, for these yes and no questions, this final sound, this final syllable is going to go up. Are you hungry? Is your son at school? Let's do another one with this be verb, am. Am I? Am I fat? Am I fat? Am I fat? Right? All of these are going to go up. Right? Am I fat? Are you hungry? Are you angry? Is your son at school? Are your children at home? All of these are going to go up. Now, why is this important? Because when Americans talk fast, we pay attention to this final sound. When my friend talks to me, and my friend is chatty, talks a lot, and I go, and she says, Caroline, are you hungry? And I say, oh, it is my turn to answer the question. And I need to say, hungry? Oh, yes or no. Okay? So this is a signal for when we listen and pay attention to this sound. But of course, questions are more difficult in English. It is not always simple with yes or no questions. So we have a second group called more information questions. These are yes or no questions. Very, very similar. There's only one thing we need to change. Okay. I'm going to add one more box here. This box is going to have WH words. These are called WH words. Let me erase this and we'll look at some different examples. Now, before I erase this, sometimes students are confused. They think, teacher, how do you know what verb am, is, or are? You always want to look at at this relationship, right? Are you hungry? In my answer, I say, you are hungry. For questions, it's the opposite. We put the verb first. Are you hungry? Is your son at school? Your son is at school. Am I fat? I am fat. So it's the opposite. Now let's take a look at WH questions.
WH questions, more information questions.
What are WH words? WH words are used in questions to get more information. It is not a simple yeah, yes, no. You need to talk more. You need to explain your answer more. So over here, for example, who? Who is for a person. So who, and let's say our be verb. This is optional. You don't always need to include an adjective or noun, okay? So let's say someone comes to your house and they knock on your door and you say, hello, who is it? Who is it? Now for WH words, when you see this final sound will not go up, it will go down. Who is it? Okay, our next WH word, when. When is equal to what time? So when are the subject, your classes. In this case, we're using are because classes is plural. For example, my students have class Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 4 days. So maybe someone asks, when are your classes? When are your classes? It's going to go down. Next, where? Where is for a location. Where? Where are my keys? My keys, again, plural. Where are my keys? My car keys, my house keys. Where? Where are my keys? Keys. Where is my son? Where is my dog? It goes down. Next. What? What is your name? Excuse me, what is your name? I don't say, what is your name? What is your name? It goes down. Why? Why? The reason. Why are you late to work? You are 30 minutes late because of traffic. Your boss asks you, why are you late to work? Why are you late to work? One more. How? How? Hi. How are you? How are you? So yes and no and more information questions are very similar, right? If you see this WH word first, who, what, where, when, why, how, then you know this final part of your question is going to go down. If you don't have this and you start with a yes or no question with this be verb, then you're going to need to go up. Sometimes you need to include this adjective and noun as well. For example, is she your teacher? Is her name Caroline? You're going to go up. Where are your classes? Down. So we need to pay attention to this order. We need to be very careful about going up for yes or no and down for more information questions. Are you okay? Okay, so the next part of our video, I want you to learn some new adjectives. My class and I are reviewing and studying these adjectives together. I want you to listen to the pronunciation. So for the final part of our video, we are going to look at this document. This is about adjectives, about your personality, inside, what type of person you are, who are you, your character. We will study two types of adjectives. One is for your appearance, how you look. Two is for your personality, inside. These are adjectives to talk about your personality. So for example, brave, brave, brave like Superman. You are brave. The opposite, scared, scared. My friend Sylvia is scared of snakes. Serious, serious. President Biden is serious. The opposite, funny. Your teacher is funny. Nice. Veronica is nice. Nice. Opposite, mean. Oh no, my boss is mean. Not good. Chatty. Talks too much. My neighbor is chatty. Talks a lot. The opposite, more like shy. Shy or timid. Timid. The child is shy at school, or the child is timid at school. Both are equal. Social. Social. Veronica's husband is social. Talks at all the parties. People love the energy of parties. A lot of people. The opposite, antisocial. Antisocial. My friend is antisocial. Honest. Don't pronounce this H. No, honest, no. Honest. You tell the truth. I ask my friend Sandra, are you honest? And yes, she is very honest. Opposite, dishonest. Dishonest. The man is dishonest. Dishonest. Polite. Polite. Gustavo is polite. He opened the door for me. Polite. The opposite, rude. Rude. The cashier is rude at the grocery store. Or the driver is rude in traffic. Hardworking. My students are hardworking. Lazy. I am lazy on Saturday. On Saturdays, all Saturdays. Lazy, do nothing. Lazy. Smart. Smart. Or intelligent. Intelligent. You are smart. You are intelligent. The opposite, stupid. You are not stupid. Generous. Generous. Azucena is generous. She shares her food with me. The opposite, selfish. Me, 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 me. The boy is selfish. Organized. Organized. Gabriella is organized. Her car is clean. The opposite, messy. Messy. Or disorganized. Disorganized. My car is messy. Or my room is disorganized. Careful. Careful. Be careful. Be careful when you drive. My daughter is careful. The opposite, your teacher, clumsy. Clumsy. Teacher Caroline is clumsy. These are some important adjectives I want you to study. Everything has, in every sentence, we are using the be verb and the adjective, right? And how we make questions. So now you know how to use the be verb, how to use it in the negative, and how to ask questions. This is only the beginning. Later, we will learn more verbs, more rules, and we will talk about how you can express or talk about someone's physical appearance. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, ask me. I am here to help you. I hope you have a lovely day. Bye, everyone.